Hey gamers, what's up? Thought I'd do a quick update. Haven't done it in a while. Things here are going pretty well. I've been getting more trade in, which is good. Still tossing around the idea of another store. I don't know. I just don't know if it's what I want to do. I don't want to deal with the stress, but that's only part of it. Like I guess I could deal with it. It's really just the idea of spreading myself too thin, and I think it would decrease the efficiency and the quality. I don't know. I guess I just really have to find someone I trust to run it, and I'm still looking at a couple of storefronts, and I've got my eye on a few things. So we'll see if it pans out. I just don't know if it's something I want to do, but there's that. And then business here is good, it's strong. I've always got people walking through, and the traffic is definitely the way I want it to be. So I did buy all those games and everything, and I'm ready to pretty much start filtering them onto the wall if I decide to do so. And that's a good thing. However, that investment did kind of cost me an investment I wanted to do, which now I'm trying to build up the money to do. I want to kind of expand my merchandise. I've mentioned it in the past, and that kind of slowed me down, but it was a worthwhile purchase. So I'm not complaining, but I want to do all these things. It's one of those things where you have 1,000 ideas, and you can only work on two at a time. So that's what I'm doing right now. Eh, Otherwise, things are great. You know how it is. I take a couple days off now, which is nice. George has been coming in working, and another friend of mine, Bob, has been coming in helping out, which is cool. So yeah, I'll give you a tour of the store, and if I see anything else to talk about, I'll mention it. But that's it for now. So let's take a look. I did add a couple of these little handheld jobs up front, which is cool. I'm looking at a new distributor also who carries some items that I don't have, so that'll be nice. Plenty of DVDs as usual. My computer booting up. This is all stuff I've gotten in the last couple of days. Those are boxed N64 games. That's pretty cool. Some boxed Super games up on top. DVDs. That Super is pretty much just for spare parts or for a mod. That case is really discolored, so I'm probably not going to be able to resell it that way. This is a couple of the more sought after titles I keep up top there for easy access, easy reference. There's a phone call, but I don't answer the phone before business hours. So we'll just let the machine get it. Oh, stopped ringing anyway. Okay. Someone's just trying to ruin our video, but you know what? I don't care. We're just going to leave it in. And that's it. I'm excited with the holidays coming to see how things go. October will be a good month. November undoubtedly, and December will be amazing. This mall, it got so busy last year. I mean, it was standing room only in the store sometimes. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hoping to expand. I'm looking at some cool other items just to carry in the store, some stuff to put up on the wall, fill space, and something that yields a consistent profit. So if I get this stuff in, it'll be cool. If not, no big deal, but I would really like to. It'll differentiate me a little more from the other stores. Bad news is I've got another store moving into the mall, which really sucks. It just goes to show you there's no loyalty. When you rent a space, if this is something you want to do, be prepared for it. You'll feel stabbed in the back a lot. I've got a buybacks moving into the mall, which sucks. Their spot sucks, and I don't know. I don't know if I think it's something that they signed a long-term lease. I don't know if it's something they're going to stick with. This mall in the summertime, I don't know if it's going to yield them the amount of business they want, especially in the location they've chosen. But it just stinks that, we've got a GameStop in here already. We've got an FYE, which doesn't really count, but does. And then we've got me. Now we're going to have them. We got a GameStop across the street also. I mean, talk about just oversaturating your market. I mean, these guys from buybacks, whoever made the choice to come here was a real douchebag. And it's funny to me that they don't have a location in a mall anywhere in Columbus, and then right after I move in here they come. So, but it's all good. I mean, what's going to happen really is if people shop between me, buybacks, GameStop, they're going to come here. My prices are really decent, I mean, I'm definitely better than GameStop. In most cases, I'm better than buybacks, and I definitely give more cash than either of them. So if people bring their DVDs to buybacks and then bring them to me, or bring them to GameStop and then bring them to me, they're definitely coming to me. I just had some guys last night who did it. I had a kid came in here the other day. I offered him $3 in trade for a copy of Gears of War, or 2 in cash, and he told me GameStop offered him 80 cents. So, I mean, does it suck that you don't get a whole bunch of money out of your Gears of War? Yeah, but if you're going to sell it, you're going to sell it where you get more for it. And as far as I know, I get more than everyone. So I think this is something I've really going for me. And really, it'll be just like the expo. This is a story you all probably don't know about. I used to compete with a place called Trading Zone at the flea market at Expo, where I first started out. And one of the biggest boosts to my business was after they had offered to buy me out and offered to hire me, and I said no, they decided to move right across the aisle from me, like literally right across. They were 15 feet from me, and it doubled my business. They thought they were going to put me out, and what they really did was give me the boost I needed to help me along. And it wasn't a year after that, they moved out, and I had the run of the place. So do I think buybacks or GameStop is going to move out of here? No, absolutely not. But I do think that they can only help my business. Now the problem is, like I said earlier, an oversaturated market. It's hard to compete when frickin' everyone in the mall is selling video games and DVDs. And I think the mall should have thought of that. But obviously all they care about is filling the space. And they don't care about your business, they don't care about you. And it's something you have to keep in mind when you get into business for yourself. You're in it for yourself. No one's going to help you. No one wants to help you, and no one else is looking out for you, so you got to do it yourself. So that's another reason I consider opening another store. That's my biggest reason, because you know what? Maybe it would be good to have a store if I decide I don't want to stay here in the mall, if I decide sales decrease because the market is just so filled with what I sell. But it all comes into play here. It's me wanting to expand my merchandise. It's, that differentiates me from them and brings people in. Me offering more money differentiates me from them and it brings people in. But having another location, I think, will also really be a big factor in that. So, I don't know. I'm really on the wall about it. We'll see what happens. But otherwise, look, I'm really optimistic. I think things are great. I think this is going to be a really good Christmas, and I think my business is going to continue to flourish no matter what happens. And that's all there is to it. So, that's that. And I'm going to jump off here now because I've got to open up in a few minutes. And I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later.